on, y'all? I'm I.
And I'm in.
And we in the building.
We in the building.
With Black Guy Critiques. Let's do it, man.
Sir.
Your boy took a bit of a COVID recovery trip.
He almost died.
Almost died, bro.
I put 5 on it, but he lived.
Dang, you put 5 on my life. That's wild, G. That's wild.
At least you lived. I knew you was gonna live. I said, Lord, here's $5. I don't know what to do. You make it. You make him survive. I didn't say that, y'all. I'm lying. This my dog.
Anyway,
I fixed it.
How are you doing, Nathan?
I'm doing phenomenal. And you know what this is? This is the first video of Black History Month.
Hey, shout out to Black History Month, y'all. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
All my beautiful black people out there around the world. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Today we are talking about the Netflix sensation, and in honor of Black History Month, the first movie we're going to be covering this month, The Harder.
Yes. The harder they fall. Wait, I got something for you. Give me a second.
Oh, snap. Where you going? Where you going?
All right. Black History
Month.
Oh,
my Lord.
Black History Month.
That's hilarious.
Y'all didn't know.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh, that's what we doing. Hold on.
Oh, he just gonna dip off on me. See, you see, I'm a trendsetter. All right, this is what happened. And there he is.
It's in full effect.
Why he do me like that, y'all? Y'all see that I came out with the simple stuff. He came out with the authentic from the motherland.
Today we're gonna be covering the story,
the characters,
and the beautiful and ugly.
It's called The Critiques.
Let's get into it.
I love this guy. I want y'all to know that I love this movie so much, and I'm an avid movie watcher, but I rarely watch the same movie within the 3-month span. Very rare. It has to really bring something to my soul. The story comes out about these are all real people, so everybody's not confused. Every person that's in here, the main characters, the supporting characters, the ones that are part of the story, these are all real people. The events are fictional.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay, as long as y'all know. So when I say these people, if I mess up their name, just know I'm disrespecting the dead. Back on track. The plot goes over a guy named Nat Love. Nat Love is exacting his revenge against a guy named Rufus Buck. That's the main antagonist against the protagonist. It's about to be a great time. And they just going through, you find out about a town that needs some money, and Rufus Buck gonna get that money. But Nat Love said, not you, buddy. Finds out he's alive, comes to take his life, and it's a battle of the wits the whole way through. You got comedy, you got love, you got this random time where he starts singing to some girl, and I'm like, I wonder how she would have heard it, because I know we have surround music, but they don't. Okay, I'm back on track. It mind boggles me every time I listen. I'm like, did you really start singing on a random in the middle of this movie? All right, it bothers me. There's no music. It's fine. It's a wonderful portrayal of all these black folk doing black things in these Western. Just they kill it.
So now we're gonna talk about the characters. All right, so this is a bit of a star-studded occasion. You know what I'm saying? We got Idris Elba, we got Regina King, we got Lakeith Stanfield, Jonathan Major. We got a lot of big people that you like in the black community. I'm loving that Netflix conglomerated together to bring out the true identity of these historical characters. See Idris Elba play Rufus Buck. He's the villain. Really played his role. I ain't gonna lie. My man really stood on his own. Lakeith Stanfield also playing, I say, the co-protagonist. He kind of stole the show in a lot of aspects. Something you need to always keep a lookout for. Regina King also did her thing. That one really shook me.
Cherokee Bill is a jerk. I want everybody to know this.
Right. Cherokee Bill is that ninja, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Cherokee Bill is that ninja.
I want y'all to know I really do not like Cherokee Bill.
Oh man, but you got Regina King playing Trudy Smith. You said on the good guy side, you got Zazie Beetz, love her, playing the stagecoach Mary. You got Jonathan Majors playing Nat Love, and you got my man, what's his name? Because I'm going up, Jim Beckworth. Jim Beckworth is
the character. He was the blue Power Ranger. No.
I'm saying the wrong person. Wait, am I saying the right person? Yeah, it's Jim.
Jim.
The speedy person.
Yeah, Jim.
That's Jim. That's Jim. Okay, yeah. You got Jim Beckworth. All right. You got Bass Reeves. You got Deion Cole playing Willie. All right. You got a lot of star-studded people playing into these characters that really bring out the story.
You know what time it is now, right? It's time for the critiques, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's just start this off in the beginning of the movie. I want y'all to know I really did enjoy this movie. I do not watch movies within a 3-month period twice.
Right.
It's not. I got too many other things on my playlist. I got some old animes to pull up every once in a while. You know, I sadly watched that live action Cowboy Bebop. So I was hurt.
You actually suffered? You did that to yourself?
I am a fan.
Do I need to put you on like watch or something? Because
do you need any help?
I heard that's
we're good. All right, back on track. We're not gonna talk about that sad movie. Dude, it's so bad because the actors in there, except for whoever played Faye Valentine, was great. But we're not gonna talk about them. We're talking about The Harder They Fall. So,
ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all like and subscribe because we might torture ourselves to rewatch Cowboy Bebop just for a review for y'all. That's what I'm saying. We might.
I'm not rewatching Jack. I got that. It's burned right here.
So let's talk about our critiques, man. What'd you feel about The Harder They Fall?
I love this movie. So when I go through this movie, there's a passion in it. I love it for many reasons. They have phenomenal camera angles. They take the time to allow the characters to breathe. There are certain parts that are rushed, but even in that part of them rushing, it fit the speed in which they were going. Zazie Beetz did her thing for something because she did not.
Is it Zazie? I always say Zazie.
Zazie, Miss Beetz. Listen, Miss I want Beetz, you to know your hair is phenomenal, and you wear that joint out every time. You stay black. You stay golden.
Miss Beetz.
I don't like why you put your lips that close to the. Should I do it? My lips ain't that big. I don't like it. I look like the Thin Lip Patrol from Spider-Man. I felt offended. I just felt, but yeah, she really did her thing after she had that Deadpool fiasco. Deadpool was a great movie, but they didn't give her a good enough character for the acting skills she had at the time. Like that was just was poorly written, and she did this. She played this. The only thing that she did wrong was her accent, and I mean, half of them had bad Southern accents, so it was great. The movie starts off literally like this. You see the young Nat Love with his father playing on the guitar because he's a music genius, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that. And he's running this. And this is where our beauty kicks in. You see his father come in with the mother and they have a good meal. And then there's a knock. They hear the horses. This is how you know this before we had cell phones, rings, doorbells, all that. When you hear for horses, you like, who is this? They did that perfect.
Pulling up. Pulling up, my G.
That was a beautiful moment. That was so clever in how they showed these people really fitting into this time zone to set this pace for you. Like, snap, we listening for flip flops today.
It's an old Western. It's a really old Western, and I love that. It's a black Western. I love that.
It's so good. That's what made me happy. I do hope they make a second one. We're not going to talk about that right now.
I'm not going to lie. Going along with the pacing, though, like you said, it opens up with that. It's amazing. We kind of see a previous shot of what Nat looks like when he was growing up, his boy, and what really caused this whole entire like revenge plot between him and Rufus Buck. Then after that, we thrown into the story, and I'm not gonna lie. From this point on, this is the one thing I hate about this movie. It is moving at 100 miles an hour at all times, and I'm just like, it felt like the movie started at the end. You know what I'm saying, of the story. We're just here. You know what I'm saying?
They get off running.
So
he starts off. First dude, he take out. You see his hand in the video, right when he come up, he put it right here. Pow. Had a scorpion on it. He starts off letting them know he mean that business. Nat Love mean that business. Took that fool out. Took him out. Scorpion dude walked in. He said, well, Senor Pastor, I am here to collect the money.
I remember that now.
Yeah. The only thing I got out of that was that whack. Like, they don't do this the rest of the movie, so I don't know why they did it in the beginning. But like, they overdid the gunshot. So when he got shot, he was like, his arm flew out, and then he like, and then he fell.
Yeah, I think that was just the westernness of it. They're trying to make it kooky. It's just like when you watch Django. Django was an amazing movie, bloody and everything, but it was phenomenal. Pure comedy. That's why we go pure comedy. You're laughing like a mug on everybody's mannerisms how they get shot. It's the same thing.
Yeah, no, they did that, Jack. Let y'all know right now. At this point, Nat Love going home. He about to see his baby girl. Baby.
Might pull up to baby. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up to baby.
Gotta rub up on the booty. I feel it.
Wait, no rub on no booty.
What do you mean?
Come on, man, go. It's your turn. Why are you rubbing on her booty right now? You figuratively. Can you talk about that scene, please, as he's going through the saloon? He meets Cuffy.
Oh, yeah, he meets Cuffy. Oh, yeah, you're right. Not Cuffy.
Got stuck on the butt. Like, you got stuck on the butt. You did.
Miss Beats. All right, that left rolls up to the saloon. He meets Cuffy at the door. Cuffy is like literally really small bodyguard, I'd say, or the security gap person coming in trying to check all the guns, everything like that. Cuffy real. I appreciate Cuffy. She really did add that whole entire aspect to the movie. Like, hey, I may be small, but I will mess you up, big dog. I love it.
Yeah, Cuffy was that dog.
He was that dog.
Mary had a good one.
Mary had a good one. Woo. So then we come in. Nat's able to get past. He see his baby over there next to the bar. He said, "Hey, girl, Miss Beats, meet me upstairs."
That's not how that went down. You
hey, this is my review. All right,
stop letting the buns get you. You missing this is the best part. This lets you know who Mary is. Like, she starts singing. She does the whole shotgun slaps. You know, the doom. 1 for the body, 2 for the show, 3 to gear ready, let's go. I don't know what the song was. She
was getting it though. She was going to all number, and then they kind of locked eyes. She was upset to see him at first, but then they ended up going upstairs. And did they have the sex scene up there?
No, but that's where Jim Beckwood says, "I was trying to make the sex." So as he runs upstairs, the scene cuts to the Crimson Hood gang. Mm-hmm. That's where you get introduced to Jim Beckwood. And, dang, I forgot my dude's name. That's my favorite guy. He's a speedster.
Hold on, I got you. No, Jim is a speedster.
Wait, and who's?
Yep. And then you got Jim and Bill. Bill Pickett. Jim Beckworth and Bill Pickett. Jim, you'll say Jim, he's a speedster. He's a little bit of a cocky dude, but he's talented, very skilled. Man. He's the fastest draw in the West. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. And then Bill's like a sniper.
They knocking people off. I'm talking about this man singing the whole way through. He shot a dude's head off and gonna end it with a like he sang that man to death. Like he actually was like, "Pow!"
This probably was the funniest interactions of the movie when Jim Beckworth gets into like just get into an argument with old dude. Remember that? What he said?
Yeah. So I love this thing.
They're currently shooting people. They killing off the entire Crimson Hood gang,
and there's like 3 of them left.
There's only 3 left, and then Jim Beckworth gets into an argument with one of them. What did he say?
He said he walked up to that man. He was like, "Oh, I see y'all." He took his jacket off. I see y'all out here doing stuff. He was like, "Is that Jim? Man, F Jim. Man, you know what my mom said about you? She said, Jim's such a sweet boy. You know what I said? Damn off, F Jim.
He said, wait. He said, wait, I am a sweet boy. You ain't no sweet boy.
I am sweet. You're not sweet. I'm sweet. You're not sweet. I'm sweet. You're not sweet. I'm sweet. You know what?
Sweet? What you talking about? I'm sweet." Then he said, "Man, I'd rather be dead than say you sweet." He said, "Pow." And then he shot his homeboy right after that.
We also learned this is his biggest crux. He's too flashy. He's too cocky, and that causes all his problems. So just keep that in mind for the rest of the movie, because that's probably one of the biggest things I hate about this movie. They do him wrong so where we can't even see his evolution anymore. It's like they stopped his evolution during mid-movie. That's why I say this movie is like at the end, because like I didn't get to see Jim grow up. I didn't get to see where Jim comes from. It just, and that's the one thing I gotta say. Yeah, Netflix, I wish they would have did more, is kind of dive into these characters a little bit more, because they're kind of forgetful, unfortunately.
Their synergy is so good.
They're fun. It's just they're not memorable, unfortunately.
Their synergy is so good. They remember for you, maybe you don't like this movie much. I like this movie. I like this movie a lot. Okay,
I like it really too. What are you talking about?
I don't know. If you forget, so now you see Trudy coming in this thing, and she show off the group. She look at everybody left and right. You know, let's go. Bam, bam. She said, "Let's go." Bah, bah. They fly it off. They get to the train.
You are just zooming past so much.
Because I'm trying to get to Rufus Buck, and all that extra stuff was cool, but it wasn't this cool.
I know, but we got to at least set the stage. Rufus Buck's gang is led by Trudy. This is Regina King's character. They roll up on a stagecoach, literally in the middle of the west on horses together. I ain't never know that I needed black people on horses looking menacingly at a train before.
If y'all ever been to Kansas, they got a lot of black
and
folk
I loved every bit of it. So they pull up, stop the train. Trudy stopped the train. The way she stopped it, just kind of parked herself over the tracks and just waited for the dude to stop it. Stops narrowly towards her. He comes out, "Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing in the middle of the train?" Bow.
That's where you meet Cherokee Bill. He's like, he might have called you a nincompoop. We ain't no nincompoop. The white man start with the letter N, he gonna meet the same fate. Trudy ain't no joke. Trudy ain't no joke.
That's what I'm saying. That's where we get to set the tone for Rufus Buck's gang. They don't play, bro. They do not play. No. So then they go ahead and start going onto the train. They go robbing it. They're looking for Rufus Buck. He is a prisoner on the train. And we get to see Lakeith Stanfield's Cherokee Bill character come to life. This man is like he's almost like a psychopath a little bit. He's going through this thing to where he's like, I've been in therapy. I'm trying to control my anger. I don't want to hurt nobody. But boom! I'm sad I didn't want to do it. He's basically trying to be nonviolent, but the man is the most violent person in this entire movie.
He a G. Okay, we're good. I'm back.
He a G. He is also the fastest draw. Kind of similar to, or at least like that's what he calls himself.
He's the fastest draw on the team.
Yeah,
he's the fastest draw on the team, and apparently in the West, he's also the fastest draw. Cherokee Bill.
But you learn that the only reason he's the fastest draw because he's the biggest cheater. I liked that they gave me a reason not to like him. I'm gonna honestly even say this. I'm gonna say this is my biggest critique about it. Cherokee Bill was a better villain than Rufus Buck.
Facts. No, Cherokee Bill. If they never introduced Rufus Buck, Cherokee Bill could have been the villain for the whole movie. Could have
been the sole villain, and I would have been. The movie never would have changed for me. I would have loved it. I would have loved every bit of it.
It would have ended maybe 20 minutes sooner, but
Cherokee Bill was that ninja, bro.
Hey, bro.
I hold you. So they get to Rufus Black. They unlock my man's. He comes out almost like he a Marvel character. Engorges the whole room of it. I thought he had powers for a second, the way they filmed that. Great filming shots. Great filming.
Dude, they are killer on these angles, y'all. I need y'all to watch this movie.
He's surrounded by the entire army that was keeping him held up. They got him to release him because they were holding everybody at gunpoint. And he's just basically like, kill them all. And the entire Buck gang just shoots everybody in a matter of seconds. Knocking 30 guards, just killing them all.
Wow. One dude had like this weird like automatic machine gun thing. Mm-hmm. It was crazy. He was doing something. But to save face a little bit, they were told by the government to kill these people because this man went to a town and murdered like the army dudes. Yeah, they went to a town and murdered all of them in Salem, I think it was, and murdered all the people there.
So Rufus Buck's gang actually had like a subpoena court order to let Rufus out by dead or alive. So they could do whatever they wanted to. So it almost is like they're kind of like, and this is kind of sets the tone later on, you're going to find out. They're kind of like an anti-hero gang where they're kind of like they want to, like we even get to Rufus Buck's old neighborhood town. It's like a black-owned town, and he by any means necessary wants this town to work, even when the town is economically not working. He like starts forcing people to do stuff. He wants things to be like black owned and stuff like that, you know.
He's the greater good with all the evil. That's what it is.
almost like I'd say like a pseudo Malcolm X type character, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you hit that. I think you hit that one pretty good.
Trying to give him a reasoning for what he does. To me, the reasoning kind of falls flat. A lot of the reasoning, other than the revenge story with his father, it kind of falls flat.
I personally think that, and this is just me because I watched it a second time, that was his revenge against his dad. My dad left me and my mama. He killed her, and now I got to sit here and survive by myself. I'm going to do this. And then he was like, oh, my dad's a changed man. I'm going to kill him, make his son become just like Rufus Buck. His character's a little deeper than this. We'll get to why it's so deep as he is. But it's a revenge story 100% through for Rufus Buck. And so you see him come back to Redwood. He looks at his town. You can tell he's like, something's off. He goes to the bank. He tries to pull out his money. Now, mind you, the Red Crimson gang got to get him some money. They got robbed by Nat Love, first and foremost. Second off, when he got there, he had money in the bank waiting for him. And he got robbed by the mayor of the town that he set up when he got sent to jail. Do you listen how much of a drama? That was a TV show by itself. If this was a black TV show, that'd be crazy. I just came back to my town, and this how you gonna do me, bro? Bang bang. You know, that's some gang violence right there.
That's not gonna lie. This movie, I felt like would have been a better TV show. The pacing of a TV show would have been perfect for this. So yeah, he finds out, like you said, the mayor decided to take advantage of the situation. It was his old best friend, right? Deion Cole's character. Yep. Yeah. His old best friend. So he really pulls up to Deion, pulls him to his front door. He's like, yo, you're running my town, basically my town to the ground. They have a scrap in the yard. You know what I'm saying? He said, meet me in the yard, in town square, in the middle of the whole.
Deion Cole got beat up. He ain't no scrap, nothing.
Deion got beat.
Bro,
whelped up his whole eye, whelped up
one hit. He was like, this ain't what you want, my guy. This ain't what you want.
See him all completely discombobulated. You're thinking he's going to kill him. He decides not to kill him, but basically tells him to go into exile. You can't come back in this town no more. He's going through the wilderness.
Nat Love, you see him come out to the studio. Mary done got the gang back together. So Nat Love gang sitting in the same room, they drinking, whatever. And this is where you get introduced into Reeves Bass. He comes to Bass Reeves.
Bass Reeves. And this dude is a super historical character. Honestly, out of everybody in this whole movie, his character, like the real life person, is probably the most famous. Bass Reeves was a huge, big time. What was he?
He was a sheriff, marshal.
Black man that was
a marshal.
He was a marshal, right? And they actually think he is the Lone Ranger. He was the actual factual Lone Ranger. You know, like on TV, you see the Lone Ranger, it's a white guy. No, the actual factual Lone Ranger was a black man. I think it was an ex-slave or something like that.
Yep. Y'all want to hear something funny about black people?
Person.
If you ever hear the word cowboys, the first cowboy was black because white people were called cowmen.
Cowboy was a derogatory term. It was a derogatory term.
It was when they were saying, "Come here, boy," they was calling them boys. You a cowboy? You ain't
boys
a cow
that
man.
was tending to the cows. Yeah, he's the sheriff. He's about to put out a hit, basically. Well, not a hit, but he was basically trying to commandeer Nat Love, right? He wasn't trying to arrest him at the time.
There was a bounty on his life.
Wanted. There's a bounty on his life. However, he ends up making a deal for him. A deal with him, I mean, if he rides with him to take out Rufus Buck.
Find out that the Nat Love gang was really just following the whole time. They was like, you ride, we ride. Now
we ride. We ride together, we die together, bad boys.
This is the scene where you see Jim Beckwood doing all his tricks and stuff. And he talking about, I'm the fastest in the land.
Epic foreshadowing right here. They said, boy, Bass Reeves told him, boy, them tricks gonna get you killed one day.
I have my moment where I'm so confused as to how this would have played out in real life, because in the movie it's a beautiful scene, but it still sits in my mind where he goes, on the road down by the river, when he started singing to Miss Beats, and on the road, da, 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 all that raggedy stuff. In my mind, like how y'all just heard me, there ain't no music in the background. Where did you come from with all that? You not smooth, dog. You not smooth.
He's serenading, bro. Get off my mans. Get off my mans. Let
the
my
movie
mans
made
rock.
it better than what it was.
Let my mans rock. You feel me?
Let him do something better. Do something real. That's what he finds out.
My man's rocking.
Hey, he said, listen, Mary, I'm trying to marry you, girl.
We find out that Mary and him just got a lot of bad blood. They've been on a lot of missions together, a lot of rides together, and that they just could never. They're like star-crossed lovers or twin flames. They love each other, but they destined to just not be together. That's their thing. All right. And then they come up with the dumbest of plans. Mary comes up with the dumbest of plans. She says, hey, I'm going to go infiltrate Rufus's whole entire compound so I can get some intel and try to buy up some things from him, because Rufus loves money, right? And he tells her, girl, is you stupid? Is you dumb or is you stupid? And she said, how dare you tell me what I can and can't do?
That's exactly what happened.
So basically in the dead of night when everybody ain't looking, Mary rolls into the town, in Rufus's town. Got all his woes, all his big guns is tote.
After Rufus knocked the mayor out and let everybody know, I run this. I'm the big dog.
I run. So she stagecoached Mary. She says, hey, I'm a wanted criminal myself. I'm not with that. I'm just here to buy real estate, because that's what I do now, buy real estate. She walked up to Trudy. Trudy said, what you doing here? I'm here to have business with Rufus. You can talk to me. She said, I'm here to have business with Rufus.
With your boss. With your boss.
And Trudy was like, my boss?
Hey, Trudy ain't no punk.
Yo, Regina King played that role so well. She's like, bitch, do you even know where you at right now? Brought her right up to Rufus Buck's table. She pitches the idea.
I need to pause.
Go ahead.
There's a black woman draped in blue or gold. I just want everybody to know that was the funniest part for me out that whole movie. I just want y'all to know she's a saloon dancer, and they got her painted blue and gold covering her inappropriate part. I thought it was hilarious. The whole thing she did. Every time she take a step, she in front of her like, yeah, some contortionist stuff. Put my foot next to my head, you know?
Long story short, Mary comes to pitch her idea. Rufus says, I look like. And then a whole entire thing ensues where they now catch me. They capture her, she throw her in jail. It was stupid. Now it becomes a rescue mission. You know what I'm saying? And y'all lost the element of surprise. Now we got to go rescue this chick.
So, yes, Jim, I'm such a Jim fan, guys. I am. All right, so they come into town now. Because she said, "I'm gonna come back in the morning," and you see Nat Love standing over in the hill where he serenaded her with his weird song with no music background playing in real life.
You a hater.
I don't understand. I didn't understand. All right, it's like watching High School Musical and being like, "Why are y'all singing like this in the middle of the kitchen? Ain't nobody saying nothing about you banging pots of pans."
Why are you hating?
I'm back on track. Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody. All right, so he's like, "I'm gonna go get it." So they roll into town, and they like, "Oh, you got something I want. We got something you want." And then they have this moment. Nat Love lets Rufus Buck know, "You know who I am." Rufus Buck's like, "All right, I know who you are." He's like, "Hey, you come with me. We'll cut this whole thing out." He makes it look at everybody else and we're like, "Don't do it." He's like, "No, I'm gonna do it." So he does it. While he's getting ready to do this junk, this dummy, Jim, my guy, he's like, "I heard you faster than land, and I think I'm faster. So let's go ahead and settle this on the count of 3. He ready, dog. I'm talking about.
No, who's he talking to?
Cherokee Bill.
Cherokee. Jim wanted to have a standoff with Cherokee. Like, bro, I'm a big man. I don't do those games, bro. I only shoot when stakes is high. You are here trying to play.
Feelings.
Hurt his feelings. They walked away. It was just very weird. We get introduced to Nat's crew versus Buck's crew very weirdly. It's just a chance encounter because of Mary. It's weird.
Because Mary didn't do her job right. It's fine. We're not going to talk about it.
So then let's fast forward some more. Rufus ends up catching Nate because he tries to get in there to break out Mary. Rufus caught that boy.
Nate,
you right. You right, Nate. Nat Love. I confused y'all.
Yeah, I was like, if he says, why are you calling me?
He catches Nat, sons that man, and talks about, "Hey, yo, if you want her out, you got to give me some money," basically. Puts us on this entire mission to now go rob this other side of town called what's it called? White Town?
Some white nation or something. It's a bunch of white people there.
It's called White Town. The entire town is literally the color white, and it has a bunch of white people there. Rufus
if you
has
saw
now
Negroes a lot.
Yeah, Rufus has commissioned that Nat Love's team. Damn, now I won't even think about it. Now I'm thinking about it. Nat Love's team to go out there and rob that bank for him. Basically, that's it.
And this is where Jim Beckwood finds out that Cuffy's a girl. Beckworth. Jim, my guy, finds out that Cuffy's a girl, and he lets it know. He was like, close shave. He was falling in love with Cuffy, but he thought it was a dude, and he felt some type of way about it. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm in love with him." I don't know how I feel about this.
Am I gay or I never felt this before.
He told everybody, he's like, y'all ain't feel like that? They were like, "No, we did not. We did not."
No, we didn't. We didn't. We knew the whole time, buddy.
Yeah, Cuffy goes out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cuffy goes out, and she never wore a dress a day of her life or boots that women wear because they didn't have heels like they have heels, so it was a little different. They go to rob the bank. I mean, this scene, I promise y'all, like the scene that plays out, it's great. You'll love it when you see it, but it's not much to really dissect because it's so straightforward. She gets up there, they find out she can't wear a dress. It's kind of like a comedy relief moment. The lady laughed, like everybody laughed at Cuffy trying to get some money. Cuffy said, "I got something for y'all." She struggles for like 5 minutes trying to hike up her dress to get the gun. Then everybody looking at her like, "What's she doing? She got to pee. Like, can you go outside? Like, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Ha ha, gotcha." Hope puts the gun at the lady's face. Everybody starts tripping. And then Nat Love lets everybody know, "I will shoot y'all. And I don't mind dying." And they were like, "We do mind dying." He's like, "Also, you're scared. I'm not. So if you shoot, you're going to miss. If I shoot, I'm going to hit." And that was kind of like, that was it. They got the money. They dipped off. Some dude pulled the alarm. They made it back. Like, I promise you that scene is not as great except for the fact that Cuffy was like, "Oh, y'all want to laugh? I got something for you. Let me hike this thing up."
Right. It was really weird how they try to play off the whole thing. And I like the little pun. They were trying to do the whole Whitesville thing because the whole town was actually the color white. It was kind of weird. But this goes along to that thing we were talking about before. This is my major critique. The pacing. The pacing is off in this movie.
Yeah.
A lot of places. The pacing's off. This would have been a better TV show. That could have been a whole plan. Rufus caught them, and now they have to. The next episode is them planning this big old giant bank heist. Because apparently the white bank was supposed to be a big bank. Like, it was supposed to be a big time thing. But it was just a couple seconds of a scene.
Yeah. Now, Nicole gets to come back. They saw him once when he got kicked out of town the first time. He's like, please don't kill me. Rufus done kicked me out. Let me tell you about Rufus. They told him about
You talking
Rufus.
about Deion Cole?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I think it's Wiley's his name in the movie. So
Yeah,
he comes out the first time they kick him out. Now we're at the part where he comes back. He's like, hey, y'all, I found Rufus's stash. There's a bunch of guns and bombs. Let's do this. They're like, why shouldn't we kill you? He's like, because you got a vendetta. I got a vendetta. And they was like, we're going to let him kill you. But yes, go ahead. Give us all this weaponry.
Moral of the story, don't ever let your enemies live.
Ever. If I'm going to be a supervillain, if you make it in contact with me and you see my face, that's the last face you saw. I'm sorry.
Rufus is like the most kind supervillain I think I've ever seen in a movie, because this man he has killed like no one virtually in this entire movie so far.
Except
no
one. He killed Nat's dad.
Except the dad. That's it. That's it. He has killed virtually no one in this entire movie so far in current day era.
Yeah, at the point we're talking. Yeah.
Cherokee over here killing ninjas.
Cherokee Bill done sliced the man's arteries, and this is the 1700s. He's gonna die.
Exactly.
They can bandage his leg. He gonna die. It's getting infected. He ain't bad. He ain't bad.
Is a real one.
Cherokee Bill.
You love him. You love to hate him.
Bro, he was such the actor that played him. He did his job. Boy,
he did his job, man. Lakeith Stanfield did that role.
I wanted something more. But we're getting there. We're getting to that part, so I can tell y'all what I
now let's get to the climax. Let's get to the big finisher.
So they've devised a plan. You see them. You see Bass Reeves with his cold self roll up by himself, and so some dude walked out. He's like, he's like, what you talking about? He's like, I bet you I got a higher body count to you. He said, I bet you don't. He said, what you want to bet? He said, I bet my right arm. Well, you about to lose an arm. And he goes off. Cherokee Bill's like, is that the money? He said, come walk him. He takes this man for a walk. They have a little conversation. He's letting them know this was about to happen. This what it ain't. Cherokee Bill like, and why shouldn't I kill you? And right when he said that, the dude that bet his right arm opens the carriage. It explodes. Bass Reeves looks Cherokee Bill in the face and goes, because I'm the only man that know where your money at. And if I die, you don't get it. And Cherokee Bill looks at him, and then the arm falls in front. He goes, also, is that the right arm or the left? Because he bet it. So
it was crazy, man. Basically, the bomb sets off, and it starts off this huge climax to where now there's a giant shootout.
Yeah, and so Nat Love throws into town. Cuffy got the money on her. There's a bomb. Bill Pickett is out here sniping off other snipers quietly. I don't know how he did it. We ain't got no silencers yet, but yeah, he's doing his thing. And they let him know, like, hey, this is what it is. This is what it ain't. Like, you gonna do it. Cherokee Bill's like, I'm really about to take y'all out. Like, I'm gonna shoot y'all. He's like, I'm about to kill y'all, and I'm going to do it with such gusto. And then he looks at Rufus Buck. Rufus Buck's like, don't shoot Nat Love. And here come my guy, Jim.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna just tell y'all this scene, how it plays out, and then I'm gonna tell you what I wish would have happened. Right? This is what I wish would have happened. Jim Beckett comes in here. He tells him, he's like, I've been waiting on this. He does a little Spanish flash, and he starts, knocking out bullets out of his gun that he already fired, and then he puts a bullet in there that says Cherokee's name on it. And he's like, hey, he's like, let's do a countdown. And so Cherokee Bill's like, fine, let's do it. He's like, he's annoyed. And so he's like, 5, 4, and it's like super stupid slow. By the time he got to 3, Cherokee Bill shot my guy Jim in the face. He shot him in the
right face. Between the eyes.
He shot him here. It went out his head.
Oh yeah, you're right. Right in the eye. In the eye, actually, yeah.
And it made me so mad because Jim would have murked him. Because Jim was getting ready to put his gun in his pocket, got shot, died, fell out. This is what I wish would have happened. I wish Cherokee Bill would have shot and Jim would have tried to shoot him back and got hit in the shoulder and then been like, oh, so we cheating the countdown. And them going at it. I'm talking about this is Quick Draw McGraw. You see him running through buildings, hopping through windows. They got their own separate scenes just going at it. That would have been
Just
great.
going at it.
Jim could have died. Jim could have still died because Cherokee Bill's a cheater, and that gave, whatever. But that would have been a death worth dying.
That would have been better. I agree, because I was so pissed off when Jim died in less than a couple seconds of the climax. I'm like,
and he was cold the whole movie.
He was the most charismatic character of the whole movie. He's young, so you like, okay, he has a lot of growing to do. I can grow up with this character. No, he's dead. He's not coming back. Ain't no Thanos stones. Ain't no Dragon.
He was the first one to go.
Dead. He was the first one to go.
And then Bass Reeves like, I told him. Like, this ain't the moment,
I told him.
This ain't the moment. This ain't the moment.
I told him all that showing off was going to do it. So then we also get to see a scene where Trudy and Miss Beats are literally throwing massive hands at each other in the barnyard. These people going through walls. And she literally picked up a pitchfork and beating her ass with it. I ain't gonna lie. These women was throwing hands.
There's so many different things going on. Hands.
I'm like, yo. I don't know if she acted out her own scene, but Regina King really did her thing.
Regina King can throw hands in real life. Like,
she was throwing hands. They was going through walls, hitting everything. It was crazy.
Like, say Mary was great at was it stage fighting, choreographed fighting, but Regina was throwing them.
She was doing the Brooklyn Brawler haymaker.
I promise you, every time she hit her, it was like, this is a real fight. Like, Regina King did not, there was no stage, like, I ain't trying to hurt you. Like, I think she hit Mary a couple times in real life. Like, Miss Beats got really flat. Like,
Miss Beats did her thing, bro. And so that fight culminated in Miss Beats getting the upper hand and knocking out Trudy. She is not dead. Mind you, she is not dead. She just was knocked out. She looked like she was dead.
Yeah.
But that's where she left.
Bill freaks out. Cuffy done blew up all the money, so Bill freaks out. He's sniping all the snipers. Pow, pow, pow. He got hit in the shoulder. Pow, pow, pow. He letting off. This is why I feel like Jim should got his scene. Jim may get his scene, but Bill did. Somebody explain me why.
I didn't, because Bill was probably the most, like, he just kind of like to the side character. He wasn't really, he was cool, but he wasn't like the next protagonist though.
No.
Jim had that character,
It's whatever. We're fine.
It is what it is, man. I also don't even like how they blew up the money. To me, that was a waste of time. I mean, y'all we had a whole scene where y'all go into another town to rob it just to blow it up. It was stupid. We should have just made fake money. We should have just had a bag with fake things in it.
It's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a lot going on. So then Cherokee Bill lighting off folks. Bill Pickett finds Cuffy. Cuffy, at the middle, she's reloading her gun. She sees Bill. Bill sees her. He's like, man, y'all. She's like, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. He pulls out his lucky coin. He's like, oh, man, I didn't die. He's like, man, God really on my... And Cherokee Bill light this man up. Pow! Shot that man right in the back. Then he was looking at him like, I can't believe. He said, nah, fool, you can't be scared now. He says, you made this choice. You had two options and you chose death. That's your fault. And then he shot him again. And Cuffy said, no! And this is where we see Cuffy be a quick draw. She said, you gonna cheat my account? You gonna shoot me in my back? What you gonna do? Boy, Cherokee Bill was like, I'm so tired of it. Can y'all? Fine. And he was gonna cheat. He was gonna cheat her. He does the countdown with her. They look at it. And then right before he gets to fire off, she shot him in the neck. Pow. Then he was like,
he started bleeding out.
I died.
Yeah, he just died slow. I honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of wish Cherokee would have survived after this. I'm not gonna lie. He was the villain of this movie. So him being neutralized makes sense. But at the same time, it's just, I'll enjoy his character, bro. I enjoy him so much.
All I gotta say is,
I loved it.
He cheated on my guy Jim. So now we go inside. We get a fast forward past this. Wiley, aka Nicole. Dickel? What's his name? The comedian.
Dion.
I keep calling him Nicole, and I'm like, I don't know why. Dion.
His name is Dion. How are you messing that up?
Shut up. You called Nate. Leave me alone, okay?
That's easier to see how I messed that up, though. I did a pronunciation.
Back on track. For also rudely interrupted by my co-host.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Wiley goes through the building. He's throwing out dynamite, killing off people. That's what we're doing. We're showing off that you have a
Kente cloth.
All right, cool. And then Rufus Buck comes down the stairs, shoots Wiley, blows that man up. Now he has 2 kills.
They got 2 kills. He's literally the lowest on his entire team. He's the lowest. Trudy
he killed the wife.
Cherokee got more kills.
The wife. He killed the wife. Dad, wife. Yeah, he killed Nat Cole's.
I don't think he killed the wife. I think
Yeah.
his partner did.
No. He had the guns. He had them pointed out to the side. Then he raised them. He's like, no. He shot the wife, and then the dad was like, "I'm gonna get you." He shot the dad. Then he cut Nat Love, and then so he got 3. We got to get a man with his credit.
I'm mad we cherry picking. I'm supposed to be the biggest villain of the movie, but we're cherry picking here. But
I'm trying to help him out. All right, he has 3 kills, and so anyway, at this point.
The big culmination of the story, we finally get to see the big, reuniting of Nat Love and Rufus Black, and they kind of just go over this whole story part. Rufus Buck, whatever. I don't know, bro. I'm tired. It's late. Anyway, Rufus Buck, Buck Black. We get it. He's black. All right. Anyway. Leave that in there. Don't take that. But anyway,
you go now. It's your turn. Go ahead, finish it up. We have to end. Make it make sense.
But anyway, they also they have this little come to Jesus moment. He's asking, "Why did you do what you do?" Whatever. Rufus then unveils to him, "I'm your brother. Your father was my father. He was an abusive man. He beat me. He killed my mom, and he decided he gonna go find Jesus and become a new man." Yeah, nah, F that. I found him, I ended him, and I took his wife like he took my mom, and then I left a son just like he left me. That was you. He said, but I'm not going to kill you. I don't really have it in me to kill my own brother.
But you got it in you to kill your own brother. He came for his life, his morality.
Mm-hmm. And I was a little shocked. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of figuring this probably was it. Rufus was related to him. This is what this was. But I was just shocked at Nat's response, where he was just kind of conflicted. He was just going back and forth. He my brother, what? Darth Vader? No, this can't be.
Bro, he was hurt. He was hurt. And Rufus Buck felt so good about it. He's like, I want you to know, when you kill me, I'm going to have my ultimate revenge on my father. Because he tried to build you to not be anything like him. Because his dad, and Nat Love and Rufus's father started off as an outlaw. And as an outlaw, he did everything under the book. He was robbing, killing, murdering, all of that. And then he found the Lord and changed his life around. So he raised up Nat to be a God-fearing man.
To be a God-fearing man.
Yeah, he said, oh, no, we're going to shut that down right now. He said, I'm not only going to make him.
He wanted Nat to be him. They wanted to be clones of each other.
And then he wanted him to kill him. He literally had a moment where he's like, take my life so that I have the full revenge of my dad.
And I'm not going to lie, I will get it. This was beautiful. They played that role. There was emotions. You could tell Rufus, literally the look on his face, just kill me, bro. Just kill me. Nat is struggling with internally in himself. He don't know what to do.
Bro, he shot him by accident. That's what makes it even worse. After he shot him, then he just let loose. But it was not on purpose. He was like, you know, he gets that yelling match. You like, no, yeah, no. He's like, do it. And then he was like, bow. Bow.
And then he just let loose after that.
I was like, oh my gosh. He just emptied the clip on this man. And then had the decency to cover up the bullet holes. He shot this man in his gut 4 times and then covered it up and closed his eyes. That was like the biggest, I'll admit you my brother mode. And my God.
That's all you get. That's all you get for free. Basically.
Phenomenal. Beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie. That was a good ending, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it for what it was. Man. Very good culmination. They got rid of the big bad. You know, they had that little fight. Like I said, the pacing just kind of was a little wonky to me. You know what I mean? The very ending of the movie, we kind of see everybody ride off to the sunset. Mary's with Nat. And everybody's all together. Who's
Cowboy
still alive
movie.
Anyway? Cowboy movie, yay. And then as we see it, just like in typical cowboy fashion, somebody survived. It's Trudy over the sunset, looking down at them as they
with her hat, her iconic hat.
With her hat. And that sets up a number 2 that we could hopefully see, where we're gonna have Trudy coming back for him.
I want Morgan Freeman to be a narrator. That's all I ask. He only got like 5 more years. Okay, he's been 95 since 12. So
So Nate, what was your Nat? Damn it! See, now I'm messing it up. Because you done made me think Nate. Anyway, what was your rating?
Like I said, I love this movie. It was great. I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5, and that's, like you said, it's for the pacing and really for the poor character development for some of the more iconic characters. But no, it really could have been a 9 if it would have got those down. Definitely an 8.5 in my books. What you got, my brother?
In my book, I am going to give it. I'm almost agreeing with you. I'm gonna say it's an 8. I'm gonna say it's an 8, so it's not that far off. I'm gonna say it's an 8, and that's mainly, like I said, the pacing. It just killed it for me. This would have been better as a TV show. I would have enjoyed it as a TV show. But what do you guys think? As we just said, leave a comment down below your thoughts on the movie. This is not one to skip. This is a good Black History movie. If you're just chilling with your fam, y'all looking for something to watch, this is it.
Do it.
Watch this movie. It's fun. It's a fun movie to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
We just want to say we love y'all. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let us know what you think. Hey, y'all, we out. Bang, bang. Crazy.
Black History. Black History, man.